The Gospel of John is an amazing book, and I'm convinced that Matthew, Mark, Luke, the Synoptic Gospels, we know how they inform each other. Mark comes first, and Matthew and Luke take Mark, and so on. And you end up with very distinct Gospels, but with a very similar pattern to them. My feeling is, as I look at John, I think John knew those Gospels. He'd seen those Gospels. He knew what they'd done. He'd loved what they'd done. But on reflection, he said, "Hang on a minute. What about?" And in his kind of older years, as he's looking back on all his memories of the time with Jesus during those years of ministry, he's saying, "Yeah, that they've done a good job, but what about the Jerusalem ministry?" And so geographically, you get a difference straight away. That John is much more focused on Jesus down south, the festivals and the repeated Passovers and the different festivals that you get in John. And then, unlike the Synoptic Gospels, John, I think, creates this tension that isn't just a lingering tension in the background. It's the main feature of the story. It's Jesus is on trial, and the trial doesn't start when he stands before Caiaphas on the night that he's betrayed. It's John 5. It's at least a year before, and as far as John's Gospel is concerned, it's a significant chunk of the Gospel that's just processing that churning tension between Jesus and the religious leaders. And then just the way John writes makes him unique. These really extended conversations and these big themes that weave their way through the entire Gospel. It's so simple, but it's so profound. So yeah, I could go on all day about the uniqueness of John's Gospel, but it's a wonderful piece of work that he. I look at it, I think, man, if only we would allow this to grip us instead of treating it as a source of verses that we quote. Everyone can quote John's Gospel, but feeling it as a whole is it's just powerful.